Ronaldo was in tears. He was so anxious. He couldn't even look at the penalty shootout. His head buried on Diogo Dalot's shoulder. This from a man who once stood fearless at the Bernabeu and Camp Nou. That night, he looked like a boy playing his final match. But these weren't tears of defeat. These were the tears of a champion. Portugal didn't just beat Spain in a dramatic penalty shootout. They proved that their golden era no longer relies on one man. The team had evolved, united, resilient, capable. That win earned them their second UEFA Nations League title and declared one thing loud and clear: they are ready for the next conquest. From the very first minute, both sides played like it was their last battle. Spain opened the scoring after a sharp counterattack. A cross from the right into Portugal's box caused chaos, and Martin Zubimendi finished decisively. But only 5 minutes later, Nuno Mendes, Champions League winner, responded. He received a pass from Pedro Neto, burst past defenders, and scored with a brilliant left-footed strike. It was his first ever international goal. The game didn't stay level for long. Mikel Oyarzabal restored Spain's lead with a smart run, slipping between defenders and finishing coolly past Diogo Costa after a perfect through ball from Pedri. That goal highlighted his growing maturity and readiness to replace Alvaro Morata as Spain's main striker. Meanwhile, Portugal searched for answers. Time passed, and Ronaldo still hadn't had a single shot. Whispers spread. Would Roberto Martinez dare to take him off? Then came the moment. Just like countless times before, when doubts rose, Ronaldo silenced them. Again, Nuno Mendes started the move with a blistering run past LamineYamal. His cross took a deflection off Lenormand and floated into the danger zone. Ronaldo, that red flash, flew in and volleyed the ball into the net. 2-2. It was his 138th goal for Portugal, a record unmatched. The final minutes of regular time saw both teams slow down. Rafael Leão entered and brought chaos to Spain's defense, launching wave after wave down the right wing. But no more goals came. It would be penalties. The shootout was tense. Portugal shot first. Gonçalo Ramos, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and Nuno Mendes all converted. Spain kept pace for the first 3 rounds. Then Alvaro Morata stepped up. Diogo Costa guessed right, dove, and saved. The stadium exploded. Next came Rúben Neves, calm and collected, and he sealed it. Portugal won 5-3. The scenes were electric. Ronaldo didn't celebrate with wild gestures. He stood still, tears in his eyes, holding his head before joining his teammates in jubilation. That image, Ronaldo trembling, vulnerable, will live long in memory. But the man of the match wasn't him, nor Bruno, nor Neves. It was Nuno Mendes. He owned the left flank like a veteran. On offense, he broke through. On defense, he locked down Yamal. The 17-year-old had no answer. Tim Spears of The Athletic asked a question that needs no reply. Is there a better left back in the world right now than Nuno Mendes? He was more than a player. He was the rhythm of the team. Mendes didn't just dominate the wing, he dictated the whole match. When Portugal's attack stalled under Spain's high press, it was Mendes who broke the lines. His runs were explosive, but more importantly, they were smart. The goal he scored and the assist for Ronaldo both came from reading the game better than anyone else on the field. In defense, his performance was nearly perfect. Every time Yamal tried to take him on, Mendes was already there. Faster, stronger, more alert. At times, it felt like the 17-year-old wasn't even on the pitch. Mendes didn't just stop Yamal, he erased him. Under Fernando Santos, Mendes was criticized for wasting his pace. But under Roberto Martinez, he's evolved into the prototype of the modern fullback, a defender with the mind of a playmaker. When a left back impacts a game like a number bay, you know you're watching something special. Portugal's evolution didn't happen overnight. It came from years of transition and a coach who finally found the balance. Roberto Martinez didn't bench Ronaldo like Santos once did, but he didn't build the entire system around him either. He assigned Ronaldo a specific role, the finisher, the emotional leader, while allowing players like Mendes, Vitinha, Rúben Neves, and João Neves to thrive. Portugal no longer depended on moments of brilliance. They played with structure and cohesion. No longer chasing a miracle from Ronaldo, they built a winning machine around collective strength. The Nations League title wasn't just about lifting a trophy. It was a message. Portugal had entered a new era with Ronaldo still present, but no longer alone. This win was historic. Portugal's second UEFA Nations League title. But more than the silverware, it was a statement. This team, once built solely around Cristiano Ronaldo, now stands tall as a unit. With seasoned veterans guiding and young stars shining, they've struck a balance few teams ever find. Under Martinez's guidance, they've rediscovered identity, structure, and belief. The goal now isn't just to win, it's to conquer what they've never reached before, the World Cup. And when they arrive, it won't be as hopeful underdogs. They'll come as contenders. Ronaldo is no longer the central fire, but he is still the torchbearer, a living memory of past glories and a mentor lighting the path forward. Portugal has stopped chasing legends. They're ready to become one.